community.
Mhm.
You know, progress-wise, you know, we seem to hate and hold each other back.
Mhm.
But to answer your question, how do we get out of it? I think
Mhm.
we need, you know, a knowledge of self. I think we've lost you know, we as in, you know, African Americans, we've lost
Right.
a knowledge of self, and we need to understand our history. I was actually just talking to a girl the other day who said she hated. She was like, I don't know. I was somewhere with her, and she was like, she hated my hair, and I was like, man, shit is natural, man. Like, you know, it seems
Mhm.
like we're conditioned to hate ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
You know, hate our natural
I
hair,
mean,
you know.
that's true, man. We're conditioned to hate ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, when I look at like hip hop, you know, and how I fell in love with it, you know, being young, I grew up overseas. I was on a military base, you know, walking around with a big boom box, you know what I'm saying? With the big headphones and all. It was just, you know, something I fell in love with at a young age. You know, and then as I grew and evolved, you know, as hip hop became more progressive, you know what I'm saying? It was just, I couldn't even believe that something that powerful existed. And then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, it's like once corporate came in, you know, and the commercialization, you know, of rap music, you know, it changed the dynamics, it changed the topics, you know, and it just totally took just all of the good feelings and the good nature, and it just twisted it, man. So now that everything is like sexist, you know what I'm saying, narcissist, you know, just a whole bunch of just negativity, you know, just pounded, you know, every day. It's just pounded into our communities. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, a lot of people, a lot of races, you know what I'm saying, where racist, not racist, you know what I'm saying, the only, like, really interaction, you know what I'm saying, or images they have of black people comes from TV. You know what I'm saying? People worldwide. And it's unfortunate because that self-hatred seems to be, you know what I'm saying, projected worldwide.
Yeah, it's the machine, man. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to battle that too.
It
You know
is.
what I'm saying? It's tough to combat that whole.
I mean, but let me ask you this. Well, how do we take hip-hop back? How do we take hip-hop back? How do we turn the focus on, you know what I'm saying, empowerment, enlightenment, you know, all of the things you spoke of before? How do we do that? How would you suggest?
Truthfully, I think hip hop is going in that direction naturally. You know,
Okay.
I think that, you know, the commercialization, McDonaldization of hip hop is out the door due to
Definitely, man.
due to you know, the internet and all of these ways, you know, to reach people and to tie people together. I think that, you know, artists like me, Six Sense, Presto, Canibus, you know, I can go on, but all of these artists, we can get, you know, exposure now.
Right.
You know, and we don't have to, you know, ask for a label to put us out. We don't have to change our image. We can do everything ourselves, you know, just with guerrilla tactics, you know, on the internet and hitting people virally, you know. So I think it's naturally going. I think that, truthfully, man, I think the dance music is on its last leg. Like,
I believe that too, man. I believe that. And I'm thinking about, you know, what you just said, and it's absolutely true. It's what we've been seeing. But I've never heard anyone phrase it the way you just phrased it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, how do we get artists to take advantage of that? Because I see a lot of artists running around doing things the old way, which in these times is very ineffective. You know, they're exerting a lot of time, energy, and resources, you know what I'm saying, into something that just, I mean, it's not there anymore, you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't understand that the whole dynamics of the game have changed, and they're still chasing these labels, and they're still chasing, you know, DJs. You know, they're still chasing radio. It's like they don't understand that you got the internet, you got podcasts, you know what I'm saying? You got so many different resources, YouTube, the social networking sites, the music blogs. I mean, how, like, for me, you know, say Unsigned Hot Dog, how do we reach, how do we tap into these artists? How do we tap into their psyche?
man, how do you tap into it? It's essentially a whole, you know, a whole conceptuality of music has to change in their minds. Like I mean, it's just education, you know. They have to be educated. I mean, you know, if somebody, I mean, the old ways is still, you know, prevalent because, you know, old ways, it's tough to die out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people are, like, I want to say myopic the way they see things. They don't look at all other alternatives, and originality is gone too. That's another thing. Like, artists are hardly original anymore. They don't understand. Like, I mean, I'm speaking like I've already, you know, accomplished, you know what I'm saying, the multi-platinum record. But I mean, I feel like it's possible. I feel like, that's not really a, far-fetched thing for me to say. But artists need to think, outside of the box now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they should, follow paths or trends anymore.
Right.
But you can call them sheeple. That seems like a, a trend that's been prevalent throughout history, though. So, what can you do, though? So.
Man, I'm going to tell you, I know, like, people who are listening to this or the people that will be listening to this, the first thing that's going to strike them about you and just talking, you don't sound like the typical rapper. You know what I'm saying? You don't sound like a rapper. Can you break down the difference? Tell people what is the difference between a rapper and an MC?
Oh, man, the MC is the art, man. The MC is the microphone has a lot more variables to it than just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? The MC is also a role model, and the MC is the life changer. The rapper is I mean, the difference is that it's semantics, but I think the MC is definitely something that you could use to define me, whereas a rapper would be somebody just.
Give me an example. Name a name.
Name a name.
No, you ain't got to. I just wanted to see if I could sneak that in real quick.